vision we have four, right? What are the categories? Family, learning institution, businesses, and government agencies. Do you know them? So why do we have four categories in the vision? So each category has to have the role that they need to fulfill. So when you have a vision, you must be able to have a detail of why do I have 5 rooms in this vision to build this house? Maybe I have 5 family members, right? Hello? That's why I have that. Maybe, okay, why do I need to live in area? There must be a justification. That's how you reason. That's how you paint your imagination. Now, by the time you begin to execute your vision, you must be able to understand with precision how you want to place your vision, what you want to see. If you don't know what you want to see in your vision, you don't have a picture of where you're going to. If you can't imagine it, if you can't imagine your destination, how are you going to recognize when you get there? You haven't seen it before. Remember, this is your vision. You haven't seen it before. You are the one that want to start that thing, right? So you have to have a clear picture of what you are looking for. You have to have the clear vision of it, so that by the time it begins to materialize, you will be able to understand this is exactly what I really want. This is exactly what I'm saying. That's why in your pursuit of vision, you have to write the vision. What's the first thing you need to do? You have to write the vision. Write the vision. It tells us in the book of Habakkuk the same thing. Not only do you write the vision, when you write the vision, you have to read the vision. That's keep meditating on that vision until you have clear picture of what it's going to look like. Then you have to, number 3, run with the vision. Run with the, which means you have to have an actionable, activities to put the vision, to execute the vision. What you need to do. Not only do you write the vision, only do you read the vision. If you write it, it's clear enough, you can read it and you will understand it, right? Now you need to act on the vision. And now after you act on the vision, then you have to wait. Because there's always a time where the vision will come into materialization. Do you understand? It's not the day you start the vision, everything manifests. Do you understand that? Now, this is a kind of an example using imagination to fulfill your vision. So you're going to take a piece of paper and plan this out. How do you want it to look like? That's what you go through when you have a vision. How do I want the future to look like? How do I want my family to look like? How do I want my job to look like? How wealthy do I want to be? It's a vision of your future. How relevant do I want to be? See, this blank space is like the life that God has given to you to fulfill whatever you want to fulfill in life, right? You are the one that will plan and put the events that you want to see in your future in your life. You have to plan it. So you have the next 25 years of your life. The next 25 years of your life is a blank spot. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let's say this is the next 25 years of your life, starting from this today, and then the 25th year. These are years, days, month, week, and from today. Today, let's say this is 10 years. This is another 15 years. This is now a 20th year. Are you listening? Are you following me? Now, today, what you do today, number 1, principles. You are living by today. Number 2, routine that you do everyday activities. Number 3, the system that you're building is what creates the event that you are looking forward to meet in the future. I'm going to explain it again to you. Just pay attention, you will understand it. You are given this life to live. What you need to do as an individual is to create plans and event for the future. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. Grown up, young, it does not matter. You cannot go to the future that you have not planned and the event that you have not created. And a lot of us, that's how we are living. We are looking forward to the next 25 years of our life. But tell me, what are you looking forward to in January 25? So 25 years is going to be, maybe this is going to be 20, 30 something. Well, what's the 25 years now? 20 what? Okay, let's say 2048 or whatever. Now, from today, in 25 years, January, so this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and so on. Pay attention to what I'm showing you. Pay attention to what I'm showing you. 1, 2, 3. So, every year has the same thing. Today, there is January, there's everything there in this year. Are you listening to me? Now, if this is today of your life, what are you looking for towards in the future? Let's say in 10 years. What do you want to see in 10 years? Whatever you want to see in 10 years, you have to plan that event ahead of time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anything you want to see in the future that you are going to, you have to plan the event. This 10th year of your life is blank. Is what? Is blank. So if I say, pay attention. When I'm saying pay attention, I'm saying pay attention. If I say the 10th year of my life now, I want to be married. So that means I've created an event, which is a vision. Hello? So that in the 10th year of my life, January in that year, I'm going to do what? Marry. I've created that. That's the future I'm looking forward to, right? If I don't have this plan to marry in 10 years, I don't have a vision of marriage. Do you understand? So I can't be married because I didn't create that expectation. Do you understand that? You can't go to the future without having expectation that you create for that future. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I want to be very wealthy in 15 years, listen to me very well. If I want to be very wealthy in 15 years, I have to start following the principle of wealth, work in the routine of wealth, and create a system for wealth. Do you understand? And then, so from today, going on to the 15 years, it is what I do daily that determines the result that I will have in 15 years. I want wealth in 15 years. Wealth. Am I doing anything today that is going to create wealth and give me step by step to wealth in 15 years? I can't expect to have a future that is a wealthy future if I don't have a daily activities that lead me to the wealth in the future. Do we understand that? So therefore, what is the principle that I want to apply for wealth? What principle is going to create wealth for me? Then if I understand the principle, what about the routine? What do I need to do daily, repeatedly, to create the habit of a wealthy person for me? So what system do I have to create? I need to create a financial system that will guarantee that I will be wealthy in 15 years. That's the future, and that's my vision. Do you understand? So what do I have to do every day with money or to earn money? I need to have the plan and the routine. Do you understand? If I don't create it, I'm not going to wake up in 15 years and become wealthy. Or it does not happen like that. Do you understand that? Vision is what helps you to have a clear future. Vision is like the picture in your mind about the future that you want to go to. I'm not doing this seminar tomorrow. Whatever you can do today to pay attention, I will really, really appreciate it. Anything you can do to pay attention today. Whatever you're doing, just leave it. Leave it and focus here. We're heading to the future we did not create. And we're expecting to be fulfilled in that future. Why do you think you're going to be wealthy in 15 years? How do you think it's going to happen? The government is going to give you the wealth? Your friend is going to give you the wealth? No. You create plans and create events. The plans and the event you create today becomes the future you are looking forward to. Because a lot of people are going to the future that other people created. If I say in 15 years I'm going to go to college, why did I say college in 15 years? Why do I mention the name college? Some people created that institution that is called college. Now, it now becomes the future that I am looking forward to. Now, that college will be existing in 15 years and is there because the college has a routine and a system that kept it going. That's why it's a future that I'm looking towards to. Do you understand? If every college doesn't have a system, if every college is not functional, how will students want to go there? The college will have been what? Will no more be running. If there's no system that is created to run the colleges. Are you listening to me? You must understand. You can't wake up to a future that you have not created. You have to have plans. You have to have what? Events that you are looking forward to meet in the future. And then you follow the principle. Now, what are principles? Let me give you an example. I've said it again, but I want you to listen to it carefully. Based on this illustration, today is the first day of your life. In 10 years, where will you be? In 15 years, what will you be doing? In 20 years, where will you be? In 25 years, what will you be accomplishing? You need to create the plans and the event that determines the future that you're going to. A lot of people will walk from here, their first day of life, to the 10th year. They didn't create anything. They're just not going to have anything. Do you understand? Failure becomes people's lifestyle because they do not understand what? The principles, what? That govern their day. So your day starts with what principle are you applying in order. Hey, what's the principle you're applying today that will help you to be successful continuously in the next 10 years? What is the principle you live by every day? One of the principles of life is whatsoever you sow, you reap. What are you sowing today? So today, I'm going to be studying. I'm going to study until I acquire knowledge. The knowledge that I study will help me to become enlightened. In 10 years, I have ideas. In 15 years, my ideas has materialized. But I started by studying. That's the seed that I'm sowing today. That's the principle, okay? What you sow, you reap. If I don't do anything today, I don't have anything tomorrow. If I waste my time playing today, I've wasted this time, I've wasted this opportunity, and I'm destroying this future. That's what happened. Do you understand that? So, I have a principle that governs my day. Then I have a routine that I do repeatedly every day to make sure my life is still functional in line with that principle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Routine is what you do repeatedly, daily, that keeps you focused on the principle you are living by. Routine is what you do daily to to occupy you so that you are still focused on that principle that govern your day. Do you understand? If you don't have a routine, remember I explained to you Mike Tyson's routine. He wakes up at 4 a.m. Every day he will do 2,000 squats and 500 push-ups and spar and do all those things. That was the routine that kept him going to be the champion for that duration of time. The problem was he had a problem of, maybe anger and something. That's why he didn't last. But when it comes to the execution of his championship, he was the best in his days. Because he had a principle of practice, a routine, and there's a system. Do you understand? That's how vision, that's how you create the future. You can't go to the future you didn't create. So for us now, a life impact. For the last 5 years, we have been doing seminar from 2019, the first meeting until date. And then based on those seminars, we discovered that all the seminars we have done prior to this today were foundation. They were what? They were foundation. Now today, what did we finally accomplish? We reestablished the vision and the vision and the future where we are going to. We re-examine the last 5 years. We go back into the vision to see, do we have a principle? Do we have a routine? Do we have a system in place? Do we have an accurate picture of where we want to be in the future? Your vision must be clear to have a great future. If the vision of this organization is not clear, we are not looking towards a great future. If the vision of your organization is not clear, if the vision of your family is not clear, the future is going to be very bleak. It's the clarity of the vision that determines how great the future is. So what do we expect the future to look like? Let me tell you what the future of this organization is to look like. You remember we have 4 categories that we focus on, right? Families, learning institutions, businesses, and government agencies. You see, it's clear now. You understand 4 categories. Now, for the family, this is our expectation. This is the future of what we want to see in this organization, how we contribute to family. Elevating the family unit as a core of society with members possessing great values, which are the building blocks for the next generation. So as we raise family, that's what we expect. We impart knowledge to the family so they become what? The building block for the next generation. We impart knowledge to families so that children are raised in a good atmosphere to become what? The building block to the next generation. They must understand that concept. They must understand how effective, how important, and how unique they are. Each family must understand their role in the larger society. Do you understand? So when we talked about the learning institution, our vision for them is what? Redefining the approach to learning as a means of personal development and self-determination to provide tools to create civilization through creative dreams and imagination. Students must not just acquire knowledge and just say, I have knowledge. They must be able to create civilization through that knowledge. They must understand, how do I take knowledge to create something? How do I take knowledge to create something? Knowledge is not just to acquire and say, I have a degree. But you'll be able to create civilization in your society. Therefore, every learner must understand how to interpret the knowledge, apply it, and to use their imagination to create something that can facilitate the society. That's our vision. So when we go have seminar with students, that's what we want to impart to them. We want to change the way they think so that they can see things from a different perspective and understand their uniqueness and be able to get into their creative mindset. Instead of the mindset to say, I want to go into the society and just become an employee and earn money. I told you in the first session, a lot of people spend 75% of their life to work for corporation. Therefore, they didn't even have time to work for their own dreams. So they are fulfilling other people's dream just because they think making money is fulfillment. It's not in all cases. You have potential, you have to discover that potential and fulfill that dream. That's why you create the future that you are going to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, what about businesses? Building businesses that serve as the lifeline of society. Creating sustainable wealth and stability. You need business. I told you the first session. That's the power of the economy, right? Without economy, there cannot be growth and development. There's no way you can sustain society without business, okay? Then also for the government agency, our contribution in that quota is to raise excellent professionals, people of great competence, people of high integrity, and making decisions in the corridors of power, people that have most reliable record, represent the true value of life. Your vision must be clear. Your vision must be very clear. You must be able to have reason to justify the vision. So this is what you want to do. Take each one of these, map it into the future that you're going to. You have to be creative in your imagination, have set goals to put those things together. Creating a vision is like an art. But you must understand the authenticity of this because it's your future that you are creating. And it's based on your imagination. The Bible says if they can imagine it, you can't stop them from doing it. These things they begin to imagine and no one can stop them. Because God knows He had given the power of imagination to man. That's Genesis chapter 11. The people begin to build a tower. They want to go to heaven. That's what they said. And God said, God came to look at what men had done and said, this thing they begin to imagine, and nobody will be able to stop them. Why? Because God's given the power of imagination to man. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can imagine it, it's a reality that you can step into. Do you understand that? So, and that's pretty much what we're doing today in the seminar. To reestablish the vision and future of the Life Impact mission. To know that we have a clear path ahead of us. To know that we are following principles, we have routine, and then there is a system in place to take us to our destination. That's all we're doing today. Now, let me quickly say this and then that'll bring us to the end of this. This is very important. And I want you to pay attention to this. Every time you have a vision, I'm going to use this as an illustration. There is something that called the vision questions. And that's the question I ask myself about the life impact. The question you ask yourself will tell you what sacrifice you have to make to get to the future you're going to. Do you understand? So in reestablishing the vision of life impact, I ask myself this question, and that's the same question you have to ask yourself every time you're writing your vision and you're going to the future. I ask myself, what is the objective and the future of life impact? What is the objective? What do we want to accomplish? Is there a future in this objective? Do you understand? What do we care about? That means, why are we doing this seminar? You have to know what you care about. Because if you don't understand what you care about, you can't know what it would take to make the sacrifice for it. But when you understand what you care about, you will say, all right, I know the price to pay to get this accomplished, okay? Who are our customers or audience? Who are we catering to? Who are our customers? Families, learning institutions, businesses, and those are the people we care about. What are we offering? What is our main product? Knowledge. Timely and accurate knowledge to help people navigate from where they are to the possibility that exists before them. Because people only live life by the knowledge that they have. Then we ask the question, now that I know this thing, do I have a clear path to take me there? Do you have a clear path to get you accomplished? So I said, okay, this is what we're doing. That's why we're doing the seminar, to understand the clear path that will take us there. Which is what? What principle do we operate? What routine are we following? What system do we have in place? That's how we get there. From where we are today to the next 25 years. What principle are we operating? What routine do we have? What system? So we have principles, we have routines, we have systems. Some of the system we have is having a yearly seminar. Do you understand? In order to bring people together, even people that have knowledge about the system of the world and how it works professionally in different areas, to begin to speak to people, to be able to disseminate knowledge to them. Okay? Then we ask, what is the future of the vision? What is the future of the vision? Does the vision have a future? Is it something that will last? Is it something that will be able to impact the society? Is it something that is just going to fizzle out in some few days? No, because it's taken us 5 years to lay this foundation. And the stronger the foundation, the clearer it shows you that what you're going to build on it is going to be sustainable. Do you understand? Because we are not rushing into it. We are taking step by step. Then how relevant is this vision in our society? How relevant is it? How relevant do people need what you are offering? Do people need knowledge? Yeah, people they don't even know what they are missing until you begin to show them why their life is the way they are, because they are missing some critical knowledge that's supposed to help them reshape their destiny. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you understand, you need to know your relevance in the society. The society doesn't determine your relevance. You determine your relevance. You understand? By what you offer them. You need to understand what you carry. Failure becomes people's lifestyle because of what? They do not understand the principle that govern that. Do you know how many people that are failing? We have how many millions of people that are poor? How many millions of people are living under food stamp? 40 millions. People are poor. Poverty in the United States. And 43 million people are recipients of food stamp. How many millionaires do we have? Around 20 million millionaires. Out of how many population? 333 million. Out of 333 million population, we only have about 20 million that are millionaires. But the poor people, 40 millions, people receiving food stamp, 40 millions. Do you think everyone understands the rules that govern, that control the universe? Nah? Do you think everybody understands our rules that can bring them to the top? Do you think so? No, not everybody. So what are you providing? What is the relevant knowledge that you have to produce, to provide to the people? You need to understand your relevance before you say, okay, my vision is so clear that people need what I have. Once you're convinced that people need your product, then you begin to make the pathway. How do I get the product to them? Everybody may say they don't need it. Yes, actually, not everybody is going to cater to what you carry. But there's going to be more people that need what you have compared to people that say they don't need it. That's why I gave you the statistics. Nobody wants to live in poverty. Nobody enjoys poverty. Nobody enjoys failure. Do you understand? But people are failing in an alarming rate. People can't cope with the system. But when you show up and you say, I know how to help you to move from your current situation to the possibility that exists that you don't know. And you can show them how they can navigate themselves from where they are and give them confidence and conviction to be able to fulfill their destiny. Definitely, you know they will buy into what you carry. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. What you know is what determines how you live. Do you understand what I'm saying? If people know better, they will live better. How we live now is the knowledge. Why are we doing what we are doing right now? There is a knowledge that we have that tells us what we are doing now is better than going and play basketball in the sun. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the knowledge that determines how you live. Why have we been doing this thing for the past 5 years? It's a conviction and confidence that we understand that we carry something that the world is going to need. And that's why we continue to do it. And now we are reestablishing the vision and the future to have more clearer path because there is a conviction. And we understand that knowledge is what can set you above all. Do you understand what I'm saying? What you know is what determines how you live. So people are going to need what you carry. So you're going to be able to. So the questions, then another question of this vision is, what other interests do we have to broaden our vision? We're interested in education sectors, hospitality, wealth creation, and supporting the society. Do you understand what I'm saying? The other areas. Because you can ask yourself a question. You can't just be narrow-minded. There's going to be other areas. Okay, I think I'll be interested in this in the future. I think I'll be interested in also, one day I want to have a school. We went to St. Mark and we saw St. Mark is a middle school. Very nice school. And I said, whoa. It just dawned upon me, you don't have to start a school from elementary. And I said, wow, my mind has always been on high school. So if I'm starting a school now based on this vision, I'm starting from high school. And those people can listen. They're matured enough to understand what's going on. They're already trying to carve out the way they're going to live. Majority of them don't even know what they are doing, but they think they know. That's what teenagers do. They think they know. They already have their own way of doing things, but you got to show them. And that's how you help them to reshape there. So, then, that's the vision question. Then, lastly, there's also after the vision question, there's also the goal question. When you have the vision, you ask yourself all those questions. Then you now say, all right, now I have an understanding. I know my product. I know the people I'm looking towards. I know what I'm going to, offer. I have a clear. Now, what about the goals to get there? So now we ask, what are the goals? The goals is to get people to see the need for critical knowledge in their lives, right? How are we planning to achieve our set goals? We have to locate people interested in the vision, invite them to participate in the seminar, and become members of the organization. What do? We continue to organize seminars, keep inviting people of different backgrounds. We have to recruit members. Now we talk about partnership. Who do you want to partner with? Individuals and organizations operating kingdom principles, because we will need partners. Remember, revelation and collaboration. Revelation and collaboration. I just taught you about that. Then we ask a question, how long will it take to achieve our goals? All right? If we have a seminar, the next seminar is going to be in 12 months, right? So we have 12 months to plan for the next seminar, which is going to be December, right? It's an annual seminar. So for that 12 months, we have to set the goals to be able to, what do we need? How many people do we need in the next seminar? How do we talk to them? How do we find them? Okay? That's a question of the goals. Do we have plans and system in place? Yeah. What are the challenges ahead of us? What could be the likely challenges? There are so many. Getting the people, being able to convince the people. Maybe you're going to need a venue. Maybe you're going to need volunteers. Maybe you're going to need you're actually going to need resources. How much is it going to cost us? Based on how many people do we want to invite? So you look at all those things. And then lastly, how do we handle these challenges that may occur along the line? You find how to seek help. What are your resources? Who do you go to find help? Do you know people who can help you? Do you have people who can assist you? Do you have somebody you can go to explain how do you do this? For example, I've seen so many times the Anandis are posting on Facebook. They've been going to schools to do their club in school. So if we want to go and talk to schools about this vision, that's one of the resources we have. We go to talk to Hernandez. We say, hey, Mr. Hernandez, help with this. And then they'll give us the knowledge, people we need to go to. So you have to know the resources available to you. You have the vision question. You have the goal questions. You have everything in order to make sure you create the future that you're going to. Do you understand? What is the objective of this seminar today? Reestablishing the vision and future of Life Impact Mission. That's it. That's it. Bringing about the last 5 years, which is the foundation. Now we have entered into our growth, understanding, and maturity. Last 5 years is foundation. Now we have entered into our GOM. All right, that's how we'll continue in the future of the vision. And we're going to depend on God to help us. And that'll be it. But we got to do this. I want you to do this. That's it for today. But I want us to do this and we talk about it. Take your paper and then design this in your paper based on your own imagination. Where do you want to have your rooms? Label your rooms, room 1, room 2, room 3. Play with your imagination. Living area, bath. Do you want your out where you want your theater room to be your swimming pool? You want a circle swimming pool? You want the square swimming pool? You want the triangle swimming pool? You design it the way you want. You play with your imagination. That's how you do. You fix and you work on your vision. All right?